Good morning, Tubos. How are you all doing? So I'm here with a top 10 tips video for Dirty Bomb, because I think from playing the game for a fair while now, a lot of people are going to need some of these tips. So I hope these do help you. Now there's a bit of everything in here, so I'm going to go through it pretty damn quickly because I don't want to be a long drawn out video. So starting off with number 10 is, first things first, before you even get into the game, go into your settings menu on the home page and disable Headbob. Now Headbob is where when you're running around, it makes your vision go up and down, side to side. It kind of really does wreck your aim, especially when you're moving. So disable Headbob and you will find that your aim dramatically improves straight off the bat. Number 9 is looking at all the maps, trying to find out all the or trying to learn all the maps as well as you can. So all the shortcuts, the ammo points, the choke points, the bottlenecks, all that kind of stuff, everything like that. The paths that the EVs take, where you can plant bombs, other secondary objectives. There's loads and loads of stuff on each of the maps that you really need to learn. The more that you learn, the easier it's going to be, because you're going to realize where the strategic points are, where all the ammo points are, so you can run over there and obviously ammo up if no one's playing Skyhammer or any of the other ammo giving mercs. Really beneficial to you if you really learn where everything on the maps are. Number 8 is looking at the missions in your UI screen, so on your homepage screen, having a look at the 3 mission contracts. If you don't like them, cross them, get a new one, but make sure you know what is expected of you, because these do give you some pretty decent credit boosts. So have a look at doing these each and every day. They refresh over a couple of hours, so make sure you get them done in time for the next refresh, and then you can pick up credits pretty damn quickly. They range anything from 500 to I think 1,000, so there's some pretty decent credit scores there. Keep doing these each day and your credits will rack up pretty seriously, pretty quickly. So number 7, back into your UI screen. Now I would do this when you're actually in a match. Change your crosshair to your preferred crosshair style, so you can have anything from a normal crosshair to a dot to nothing. You can change the size, you can change the color. Have a look at it, find your preferred one and get that in there before you start playing properly. This obviously will improve your aim again. Personally go for the dot, and I've made it a little bit bigger, and it's worked an absolute treat from going from a crosshair. I was never used to the crosshair, and for some reason I just never bothered looking in my options panel, and it took me a little while to find this one, but I really recommend doing this as soon as you start playing. So change your crosshair to your preferred crosshair style, size and color. So number 6, look at learning every mercenary's health stats, their skills, their abilities, what's expected of them, and all the rest of it. This will give you a massive boost in the game if you know what character classes to go for first. So in terms of that, you want to be looking at medics, support classes, and then looking at just general damage dealing classes. So you want to be going for the medics first, which are generally a little bit squishier. So people like Sparks, Sawbones, Aura, you want to be getting rid of those guys first, so they don't keep picking up their team members after you've killed them, because doing that, you're going to run out of bullets pretty damn quickly if you keep killing the same person over and over again and they keep getting picked up. Make sure that you look at all of the mercenaries' health and skills though, so you know who to go for and who to avoid, especially in terms of cases like Rhino, because he just goes through absolutely everything. So the more you can learn about the mercenaries and the more you can learn how to take out certain mercenaries, obviously the better that is going to make your game. So number 6 is, when you've killed when you've killed someone else on the other team, make sure that you put them actually down. Don't just put them into the down state, because they'll get a medic run up to them, or Sparks from the other side of the map shooting her revive gun, picking them up, and then you've got a load of people behind you that you thought you just killed. So run over to people and either carry on shooting them, use your knife, use your defibrillator if you're playing as a medic class. Make sure you kill downed enemies, because they are only ever going to come back and bite you in the ass if you do not kill them when you've put them into a down state. And I know from personal experience that is the God and honest truth. These people will pick themselves up and they will come round and they will shoot the shit out of you, especially because you've just shot the shit out of them. That is really important, to take out people that you have downed and don't leave them just crawling around waiting for a medic. Number 4, aiming for the head. Now, aiming for the head increases your damage against mercenaries massively, and it's definitely worth doing. Now, shooting people in Dirty Bomb does sometimes take a little bit of ammo depending on what gun you use, but if you're shooting people in the head, generally you do about twice as much damage, so people are going to be going down a lot quicker. So always aim for the head. The next tip, so tip number 3, this is actually going to really help you massively with aiming for the head, is go into your options menu and enable hit sounds. Now, hit sounds, when you shoot someone you'll get a certain sound. When you shoot someone in the head you'll get a tingy, dingy kind of sound when you're hitting people in the head, and you get another kind of sound for hitting people in the chest. Turn on your hit sounds and that will massively improve your game. So number 2, play. This is really important. This is probably one of the most important tips on the whole list. Play your mercenary how it is meant to play. Do not run around as Sparks on the front line trying to capture objectives, trying to take out everyone, because it is just not how she has been made to play, and that is not how you're meant to play her. Certain other people as well, so Sawbones, Aura, Sparks, they're all medics. They need to stay back, they need to keep people healed up, and they need to be picking up people when they get put into a down state. Skyhammer, Artie, Kira, they are the ammo givers. You need to be chucking around ammo. By all means use your secondary damage dealing abilities, but make sure you are keeping people ammoed up and providing people support, because that is far more important than laying down your secondary abilities. Other people, so Fragger, Rhino, all those kinds of people, yeah, you are the front line, you are the damage dealers, you are meant to be the ones killing people, so play them as that, or how they're meant to be played. Don't go running around the back waiting for people to come up, possibly from the rear, because you're just wasting your character. You need to be on the front line, you need to be shooting people. Your medics should be supporting you and your ammo givers should be supporting you, and hopefully you've got a facility or a covert ops running around kind of giving you some support as well. Massively, like really important, this tip. Make sure you are playing your characters how they're meant to be played. Another one as well is proxy, and all the engineers, make sure you guys are going for the objectives, because you do it so much damn quicker than all the other mercenaries. It is so important that you need to be doing the objectives. So planting the C4, repairing stuff, all that kind of stuff, you need to be doing it because you are designed to do it. So tip number 1. Now, I've actually borrowed this tip from the tutorial, and I believe this actually rounds all the tips up together into a nice little package. That is, don't be a dick. For some reason, people are dicks. For some reason, either people haven't played the tutorial and haven't seen this tip, or people have played the tutorial, have seen the tip, but choose to ignore it. The amount of dicks in this game is quite considerable. Compared to other games, it's not actually too bad, but there's still a large amount of dicks. Don't be a dick. Your mother wouldn't want you to be a dick, I don't want you to be a dick, and your team don't want you to be a dick. This really is important. Quit being a dick, play your mercenaries how they're meant to be played, stop going for kills if you're not meant to be going for kills, do the objectives. It's a team-based game, it's not a Rambo style game. Do the objectives, support your team, play with your team, help each other out, and you will be winning until the cows come home. People or teams that don't win are teams that do not work together, and teams that are full of dicks. So don't be one. It really annoys me and it annoys everyone else. So please play the game how it's meant to be played. It's really important. So that is it for this top 10 video. Hopefully I'm probably going to be doing another one, because as I was making this one I thought of a load of other tips as well, So keep an eye out for that one. I've got loads of mercenary or how to play different mercenary videos already up on my channel as well, so have a look at those if you haven't seen some of the mercenaries in action, or you're a little bit unsure about how some of the mercenaries play. Go back, have a look at those, that would be grand. Thank you for watching, guys. Hope this tips video has helped you, and I'll see you in game.